and I'm fucking terrible at this shit, bro. Fuck. I don't even know how to shoot the shit. How do you shoot the shit?
The trigger. L.
Hey! Oh, fuck. I finally figured it out. Okay. It's lit. Yo, it's the kid. Dutch Revz. You're here with PTW. I'm drunk. Currently, I'm living in Mississauga. But growing up, I kind of moved all over. I lived in Kitchener. I lived in Mississauga for a while. I lived in Oakville. I went out to Orangeville for a few years. I kind of just moved all around, kind of Ontario, really. I played a lot of sports. I played basketball. I did boxing for like 5 years. Smoked a lot of weed. That's about it, man. I just did a lot of sports, smoked a lot of weed, and did boxing. My dad was a singer-songwriter. My mom was a classical pianist, and my brother was a crazy drummer slash singer-songwriter. So I was always like the one in the family that wasn't musically talented. Everyone in my family was, and I kind of always felt like I was like the runt of the family, I guess you could say. So I always had that like pressure on me that like one day I was gonna have to kind of do this, I guess. So fuck, one day I just started making music, and now I'm here. I need a new game. What am I pulling up?
2K or something. You know how to play basketball? Mario Kart's probably the easiest.
Where's that? I know Dax is out here fucking like actually playing this shit. I seen he did the interview. He's like killing shit on the game. Yo, this shit is new to me. I haven't played Nintendo since like 10 years ago. It's just wild. Fucking when I first started rapping, like I was like really trying to like find a name. I came up with Young Dutch. The Revs part is like, it's short for revelations. A revelation is like a time in your life where you like, I guess like find something out about yourself. So when I came up with the name, I was kind of in a process where like I found myself with music and shit. So I guess just the word revelations kind of fit without what I was going through. It sounded cool, so I went with it. Songwriting. So like when I was like in grade 9, I was listening to a lot of like 50 Cent and shit, and like I never really felt like I had a place in the industry, I guess, like in the hip hop world. But as soon as I seen Mac Miller, I was kind of just like, okay, I have a place in this industry. Seeing a white kid from the suburbs come out, you know. So as soon as I seen Mac Miller, that's when I really started realizing that like I could probably do something with this shit. Probably Get Rich or Die Trying, to be honest, because I feel like that album really hit me, because I think 21 Questions with fucking Nate Dogg, that song makes that album to me. Every time I hear that song, like I really like feel a way, and like Nate Dogg was like, in my opinion, one of the greatest of all time. So every time I hear that song, I get hella emotional. So yeah, definitely Get Rich or Die Trying. I used to listen to a lot of like Big Pun and Big L. I was super inspired by Jay Dilla back in the day. So I have like a super big collection of records. I used to sample all those, but realistically nowadays how I look at it is like, if I make original music, I can make all the money, so I don't really sample no more. Either Tony Hawk Underground or NBA Street. One of the two. Honestly, just being around the scene, like going to shows, taking sessions for free with, you know, upcoming artists, because I'm an engineer as well. So like I can kind of use that as a way to get into rooms with artists, basically. I can say, yo, I'll engineer a session with you for free kind of thing, and then I'll show them some beats, and then at the end of the night we have a record together. So that's the craziest question in the world. Right now I'd probably say Young Thug, because Young Thug has just showed me so much in terms of just like being a human being and not giving a fuck about what people think. I feel like me and him could make a crazy project. So I have like a long past with like drug problems and stuff. I'm not really fucking with all that stuff now, but I guess when I wrote that song, I was in a place where I was so, distant from everything, distant from all my friends, distant from kind of everything other than drugs. I was just super focused on my music and super focused on doing drugs, and I kind of fell off from everything else. So yeah, it's just kind of about me living my life and doing my thing without everyone else, I guess. I don't know how to explain that song. It's just about me being away from all of the things that actually mean something to me, I guess. And I'm just distracted by the drugs and the lifestyle, I guess. Fuck, when I was like younger, my dad influenced me a lot because he was always in bands growing up. So I would always go to his like all ages shows and see all the bands he was opening up for and stuff. So I was influenced by like the more like rock, the alternative singer-songwriter culture. And then my mom introduced me to classical music, and like I would wake up on Sunday morning and my mom would be listening to like fucking like opera and shit. So like as a kid I didn't necessarily appreciate that, but now I can look back on it and see like the influence that everything did on me. Because I take influence from kind of everything, not just music, just everything. I take influence from people's energy. I take influence from everything. Probably Billy Talent 1. I think that was probably it. Yeah, Billy Talent 1. I love that album. Oh, fuck. Probably Nothing to Lose, because like that was like, honestly, like that music video and like the lyrics, everything about that literally kind of explained my childhood and what it was like for me to like be in school and stuff. That was kind of exactly what it was like for me. So yeah, Nothing to Lose. Like I listen to that song probably every day still. Like it's been like fucking 10 years and I still listen to it every day. So yeah. When I was like super young, my dad introduced me to Ren and Stimpy. I don't know if you know about that, but as a kid, like I swear I didn't understand anything going on in this show whatsoever, but like for some reason I just fucked with it so hard, and for my whole life I've just always fucked with Ren and Stimpy. And like me and my dad the other day, like I got this shit tattooed. I got Ren tattooed. We got it both matching, exact same tattoo. So yeah, no, Ren and Stimpy, for some reason, I don't know why, but I just always fucking loved that show when I was growing up. To be honest, bro, I never really had many jobs. Like I would just always kind of like sell shit on the side. Like I would buy a bunch of like fake hats and fake fucking basketball jerseys, fake chains, and I would just kind of like sell them off to people at my high school. And I made my money that way. And that's how I bought my first microphone, how I bought my first laptop, everything. So that's how I kind of got everything started. I just kind of Went on eBay, went on a bunch of random websites and bought a bunch of cheap shit and sold it to all the kids at my school. Ariana Grande, always. I mean, maybe that's not even childhood, that's like recent, but like, yeah, I'd marry her for sure. You know, you might have the best night of your life. No, you're gonna have the best night of your life. You're gonna get injured. That's it. You're fucking, it's lit. It's lit. Every time I perform, it's fucking lit. First performance I ever did, I don't even remember because the adrenaline in me just like fucking took over and I don't remember a fucking thing. But after the first performance, it was kind of just like natural, I guess. I still get nervous before performances. I don't think that'll ever go away. I think the project's done. Thanks for nothing. I don't even know when, but I think it's almost done. I'm working on it. I'm just making sure everything's like 100% perfect. I don't know. It might be fucking next week. It might be next year. I don't fucking know. I just want it to be complete. Well, first pair of sneakers, probably Converse. My dad is like religiously wearing Converse. So yeah, I think he probably bought me a pair of Converse when I was like fucking 6. That's the first pair of sneakers I remember at least. Fucking Wayne's World. I don't even need to explain that one. I think my music is literally just like a whole lot of different genres mashed up into one. You can't really put a name on it, to be honest. I've kind of gone back through like a fucking phase. Like I'm back in high school or some shit. I started listening to so much of my old music, like Blink 182, fucking Billy Talent, Alexis on Fire, Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know. I've just, honestly, how I look at it is like, if you're making music and you want to take influence from people, you got to take influence from people that aren't making the type of music that you're making. It's like, if I'm making hip hop music, I'm going to take fucking influence from, you know, pop music or classical music or something like that, because then it's not like you're copying, you're translating it into your own thing. You're making it your own thing. So yeah, I try to stay away from hip hop because like I'm a very influenced person. So like if I'm listening to, you know, Lil Uzi Vert or Young Thug, I'm gonna be influenced by Lil Uzi Vert or Young Thug. So I just try to stay away from that as much as possible. I want to get my project out. I want to get a lot of videos out. I need 100K on Instagram. I just want to have fun. I want to take a lot of trips. I want to go on tour. I'm just trying to have fun this year. This year isn't that serious. We having fun this year. Thanks for nothing, coming soon. Fuck. Find me on Instagram at Dutch Revz, DUTCHREVZ. We lit. Fucking 2019. It's a year, man. We going crazy. Thanks for nothing, man. Dutchy gang.